Today we are talking about the Llano Canon LPE6 battery charger. I'm going to talk about some of the things that I really like about this, how you could use it, and if it's something you need in your kit. Let's talk about it. Well, hi there. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tony and I'm a filmmaker, photographer in the St. Louis area. I primarily shoot on Canon cameras, so today we are talking about the Canon battery charger. Now, this thing is interesting. I just did a video on the R5C battery situation that we have with, everybody knows that the batteries just don't last that long, and so I offered a couple solutions, and this company Llano that I'd never really heard of reached out to me and said, hey, we've got a battery solution that we think that you might be interested in. So they sent me this. I didn't buy it, but I did say that I would do a review for them, and I just want to give you some honest feedback. They're not paying me, so I get to keep this and I get to tell you what I think about it and if you need it. So just to start off, this is a battery charger. It charges 2 Canon batteries. They make them for Sony, they make them for Panasonic, all the different batteries, but obviously I shoot on the E6s, and right now I have 2 E6Ps in there, the new batteries, and it's charging just fine, so no need to worry about that. Now, this battery charger is approximately 12,500 milliamp hours, which for a 12.5 milliamp hours, this is pretty big. But the reason is that there's 2 Canon batteries in here. A couple other features that I really love about it is it has pass-through charging, so that means you can plug it into the wall, it charges the unit, and it charges your batteries all at once. It also has an output port with USB-C, so you can charge your iPhone, you can charge your iPad, all of those different things. If we look pretty closely at this unit, it has this display screen, and in the middle you'll see a big number. That is the percentage of this battery. And right now it's saying 40%. I've been charging 2 batteries here for a little while, and so it's starting to drain it. I think I started maybe around 80%, and so slowly charging up these dead LP E6P batteries just fine, and basically it will charge, I think, 2.5 batteries with this charger. So it's nice, it's easy to read, it's pretty simple. The way that it works is you stick your batteries in and you push down on the lid, and it's not gonna start charging right away. You have to actually push the power button. Then you can start to see the batteries are charging. That's all there is. You got 2 ports, one for charging, one for output. You put the batteries in the little case and you let it go. Now, this is an interesting style of battery charger that kind of revolutionized with the AirPods. Basically, you stick your AirPods in there and they charge up while you're on the go when you're not using them, and that way, no matter when you pull them out, they're charged up and ready to go. We also saw this with a lot of the audio microphone kits. The Rode does this, I know the DJI does it too. It comes in a case, and so Llano, this company, has made it the same way for camera batteries, which I think is a great solution. Now, there's 2 different ways that I've used this before. Obviously, you can charge up batteries. You get done with your shoot, you dump them all, plug in this thing, and it charges your batteries. You're good to go then. Now, the other way that I think that this could be really, really well utilized is for people like me on the go. Say I've got 3 batteries, 1 in the camera, and as soon as I use that Canon R5C for 45 minutes, the battery's almost dead. No, with these new E6Ps, they're a lot better. They last maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, and so I pop a new battery in and stick it in this, and while I'm on the go in my bag, it's charging away, and I don't have to have any extra outlets with me. I don't have to stop and wonder if I left my charger behind. I just have it with me in my case, and it's charging. And so by the time I get through that second battery, this guy has already charged up that first battery pretty well. So you can create a cycle of every other hour or so you're swapping out your batteries, and you don't ever have to worry if you've got enough charge to last you through the whole day. Now, I do a lot of weddings and I use a lot of different cameras, and I will bring anywhere from 10 to 15 batteries with me, depending on how many shooters I have with me. This is an easy solution for me to cut down that number of batteries. I can keep 2 in here, they're charging while we're on the go, and then as soon as I get done with one, I swap it out with a full battery, stick it in here, and we're good to go. So there's 2 different ways that you can use it. And for me, I will shoot a whole bunch like that, where I'll shoot all day and I'll need all the batteries that I need. And then throughout the week, maybe I'll do a portrait shoot, maybe I'll do a studio shoot, maybe I'll do a random, I'm going to the Christmas tree farm and getting some photos with my girl. And, I wanna make sure that those batteries are charged so that I can take pictures of Paisley. And this would just live in my camera bag, and I know that they're charged and ready to go. So when I'm on the go, it's great, and when I'm using my camera sparingly, which I think is probably a lot of us, we don't use our cameras every day, day in and day out, all of the time. And so when you need a battery charged, you got one, or you stick it in here on the way to the shoot, and it's charging up that battery while you're driving. As far as build quality, I think this thing is solid. It has a really nice soft rubber case, which it's built into that. It also comes with like this little protector case, but this thing's, it's probably not gonna last in my case. I like things that are, tactile, you can get to it really easy. So this guy, probably not ever gonna use that. Same with this cable. We get USB-C cables and everything. This one is not the best quality. So probably get rid of that one too and use some of my higher quality USB-Cs. The enclosure is pretty easy to get to. You just use your thumbnail and then you twist them and the batteries come right out. There's no playing around with that. And then you start it back up and push the button and you're good to go. You're charging. It feels pretty heavy. It's a battery. Like I said, it's 12,500 milliamp hours approximately. And so you're gonna get a couple charges, maybe 2.5 charges of the batteries. If you're charging your iPhone, you're gonna get a couple charges on that too. Maybe 2, maybe 2.5, something like that. You could be charging 2 batteries and your iPhone at the same time through this USB-C port. There's a couple other options. Obviously, we've got the Canon charger. This thing's a big brick. It also is just it's just AC, which is a little bit of a downer, unless you've got a Gladiator with a built-in inverter. You're not charging on the go that easily. There's other options. There's the I like this one. This is a good option. It's the X-Tar USB-C charger. Now it has a charger on the front and it has one on the back. And this is really nice. It's really small. I mean, it charges 2 batteries and it's smaller than the Canon charger. The other thing that I really like about this is you can pop it off and you can stick on a different plate. So if you've got Sony batteries that you wanna do, now I can charge Sony batteries, the big ones that, charge like monitors or cameras or something like that, But the problem with this is it doesn't have a built-in battery. So there I am trying to find a V-mount with a USB-C output so that I can charge this, and then I've got the battery and I've got this thing dangling with 2 batteries on there. This is all really nice and can just slide right into a spot on my case. It is kind of big, especially for a 12,500 milliamp hour battery. It should be about half the size of this, but once again, the batteries go inside. It's all enclosed, and so that's why they have that size. And if we go back to comparing it to the Canon charger, it's about twice the size, maybe a little bit thicker, but you're looking at about 2 Canon charger sizes. And this has got a built-in battery. It's holding 2 batteries in there too. So as far as size, it's not that big of a deal. You will need to make a little bit of room for it in your bag, but it'll just slide right in and be good to go. So who is this for? Well, like I said earlier, I think it's for 2 different applications. The first one is if you're running and gunning, when you're just going nonstop and you are burning through batteries in a day. You stick a battery in there and it's charged up ready for you as soon as your camera burns through that other one. And you've got a full battery, you're just cycling through those batteries. The other person this is a really convenient way to make sure that you always have a Canon battery charged when you're on the go. So you're in your studio and you're packing up and you realize that all your batteries are dead. You just stick a couple in here, and by the time you get to the shoot, it's loaded up and it's ready to go. They do say it takes about 2 hours to charge these batteries. They're big batteries. It takes a long time even on the wall. So as long as you got some charge in there, that'll probably get you pretty good. I'm gonna keep it. It's going in my bag. It's gonna stay with me. I really like it. I think that it's a great build quality, and they've done a great job with it. I'm gonna leave a link to Amazon where you can check it out and look at it, but I think you should pick one up. Oh, the other thing we haven't really talked about yet is the price. Now, this guy comes in at around $100, so about the price. Oh, it's also on sale right now for like $80. So about the price of a Canon E6P battery. So you're essentially getting a battery for the same price that you're getting this charger, which if you start to cycle out those batteries, you're gonna save yourself enough that you don't need to buy that extra battery. So $100 is a little bit expensive for a 12,500 milliamp hour like charger, but you're saving yourself the cost of other batteries. So in my mind, it's not really that much more money, and you're paying for convenience. This thing has got a great readout. It's easy to use. There's not a lot of settings, which I really love. On the run and gun, you stick a battery in there, hit the power button, and you're charging. Then you can keep going. All right, like I said, I'm gonna leave an Amazon link in the description so you can check out this battery. And the other thing I want you to do is go watch that video that I talked about with the R5C about some other power solutions. Maybe you're not using E6 batteries anymore. Go check out that video.